Number 6. Alice Liddell from Alice the Madness Returns. As a child, Alice watched helplessly as her parents and older sister Lizzie burned to death in a fire. And she isn't exactly...
Corruption? It's killing me! Wonderland is destroyed! My mind is in ruins!
Forget it, Alice. Block that dream. Wake to the sound.
Well, her once idyllic Wonderland has now been corrupted by a demonic train, and she needs to figure out who set it in motion and why. All the while trying to piece together her fractured memory and figure out exactly what did happen on the night of the fire, lest she lose what little sanity she has left. If there's one word to describe Alice, it's sharp. Her mind, her tongue, even her cheekbones. Seriously, just look at them. But beneath that bitter, cold exterior is a very damaged human being. She's had any chance of normalcy ripped away from her and has suffered trauma beyond belief, what with losing her family and growing up in a Victorian asylum. As amazing as she is in Wonderland, and amazingly hot too, I mean, wow. It's her sense of self throughout the real world and Wonderland that give her her power, despite everyone around her telling her to move on and forget the fire.
Nanny, my mind's in pieces. I still have terrible visions and I need to know about the fire. Same as always. You need to move on, Alice. So do I.
She knows she has to find out the truth. Throughout the game, none of the people around Alice seem to have her best interest at heart. Nurse Witless is a selfish leech. Dr. Bumby, the psychiatrist, and her employer at the children's home seems unsympathetic to her emotional turmoil during her therapy sessions.
There, Alice. Better now, aren't we?
My head's exploded and there's a steam hammer in my chest.
Yes, well, the cost of forgetting is high.
Mr. Radcliffe, the family lawyer, is a snobbish, greedy prick who's after her money. The denizens of Wonderland are little better, as they all seem to be furious with Alice, but they won't tell her why. Eventually, all is revealed. On the night of the fire, Dr. Bumby, a student of Alice's father, who became obsessed with Lizzie, raped and killed her, set the fire to mask his crime, and tried to make Alice forget seeing him on that awful night. And just because that wasn't evil enough, remember I said Dr. Bumby ran a children's home? He made the children into living dolls and prostituted them for his own gain, prompting his Wonderland reflection as the terrifying doll maker. The reason for Wonderland's outrage is Alice's willful ignorance of this. In other words,
the cost of forgetting is high.
After defeating the doll maker, Alice confronts Bumby, and it is awesome. After emerging from the train station, the game ends on a rather ambiguous note, as Wonderland is restored, but it now has integrated with London, leaving us wondering what lies ahead for Alice. But personally, I think she's on her way to better and brighter things.